Hello and welcome to another video related to ArcSight. This time we'll talk about the ArcSight Transformation Hub. I know that it's been quite some time now since I have uploaded my last video. It's been like 6 months, but yeah, I'll just try to be more consistent, and in the next weeks, months, I'll try to upload some more videos. So, like I said, we'll talk about the Transformation Hub, we'll talk about event producers and consumers. Here on this presentation, on this slide actually, that I've opened in front of us, I have a little flowchart, a little diagram of how actually everything happens in the Transformation Hub. On the left side of the screen, we have the so-called connectors or collectors, which are our agents that basically we use in order to gather data, in order to gather raw data from our data sources, from our devices. So we have syslog kind of connectors, um, and different type of yeah, different type of agents based on which we're, like I said, gathering data. After that, on Transformation Hub, here we have in this particular example 3 workers. So each one of the different workers has been again deployed on a different server, and we have as well the master nodes, which are not really shown in this example, but every single time is like this. There is a master, at least one, this is the absolute minimum, and then you can have 2, you can have 3 workers, and so on. Now you can check in the documentation, prerequisites, and stuff related to workers and masters and how actually the Transformation Hub is deployed from scratch. We're not going to go through this. In this example that I'm going to show you now, we'll go through steps on how to deploy the Transformation Hub and integrate it with Logger. Okay, so now here, what I'm actually doing, I'm deploying one smart connector. This will be a test alert smart connector that we're just going to use to forward some replay files towards the Transformation Hub. So just imagine for a second, we have an agent, right? Then we have the Transformation Hub right in the middle, and then we have the so-called consumers. The consumer, a consumer actually, it can be Logger, it can be ArcSight DSM, it can be as well ArcSight Investigate, if you think for a second. It can be as well Intercept. Now, um, ArcSight Investigate and Intercept, those two can gather, they can ingest events, but not in a CEF format. But the Transformation Hub makes it possible to transform the CEF or Common Event Format data into Avro format. So um, Investigate and as well Intercept, both of those products are ingesting data in Avro format. Uh, Now here I'm just going ahead with the installation of the smart connector, and the process is not taking a lot, uh, literally a minute. Okay. Okay, and finally, yeah, here we are. This is the initial screen. Uh, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna put the unique generator ID. I'm just gonna put 1001. So events in this way can be much easily classified and distinguished if you have a lot of different agents in your environment. I'm gonna put the test alert one, so type of connector, test alert one, test alert actually smart connector. Here I'm just going to modify some of the parameters of the connector. And yeah, after that, let's move on to next. Yeah, just change this one as well. Right. Here, the destination, so where the agent is going to forward data, I'm just going to put the Transformation Hub as a primary active destination. And yeah, now here, the only thing that I have to do is to input the host or the IP address directly, followed by the port. So just going to open my PuTTY. Okay, so yeah, here are all the servers. I'm gonna pick the logger server, right? Login as root, and then my password. Okay, and now I just wanted to show you all the servers that I have. I'm just gonna go under etc hosts. So yeah, here they are. I have the logger1.acme.com, the ESM server, and then the Transformation Hub. I have the master with 2 workers. As well, I have ArcSight Management Center and so on, but right now we're not really interested. So the logger, I've showed you the IP address of it. What I'm gonna do now, I don't actually need right now the IP address of logger, but what do I need to put here under where it says initial host ports? Actually, I need to put the IP address of the one of the workers of my transformation hub. So I'm just going to use the worker one, and yeah, I'm just going to put the IP address of it. And don't forget as well the port. The port must be there as well. Okay. Right. Then content type. The default one selected is logger, investigate, etc. If you click on the drop down, there you have as well the option to select ESM. Okay, so yeah, this is the drop down. So we have logger, another logger with and ESM. I'm just gonna leave it to the standard option where it says logger investigate. And yeah, just hit the next button here. If you wish, you can specify TOS, SSL. This is related to the communication again. Name, test alert one, the location. Okay, so test alert one, this is the name of the smart connector. Location where eventually the smart connector will be placed under. Device location and commands are not mandatory, but as well, yeah, you can put them. And now it starts the configuration. Okay, and now it's done. All right. So hit the next button. How do you want to deploy the connector? Usually you're going to deploy the connectors as services, but in this environment, since this is not a real connector, but it's a test alert, I'm going to say in standalone mode. I'm going to copy some test alert replay files and I'm just going to put them under the smart connector. So I'm navigating, I'm going under the installation directory. I'll create one folder. I'm going to call it test alert 1 and I'm just going to place under here, I'm going to paste the test alert replay files. Right click bin in order to start. Oh, sorry. I've selected more folders. Sorry about that. Um, let me close them very quickly. So yeah, just go under current and then you will find the bin folder. So you want to shift right click the bin folder and then say command prompt and then just put ArcSight space agents. ArcSight space agents is starting the connector in standalone mode. Okay, so the smart connector starts itself. If you go on the replay, you'll see the events that we have loaded. So I'm just gonna say something like 300 events per minute. Okay, and you see that immediately the smart connector started forwarding events to the Transformation Hub. So all those events will be stored in and under a central location, which in our case, this is our message bus. Okay. Let me show you as well the user interface of the Transformation Hub. I'm going to close up a little bit here, everything. Yeah, this is the Transformation Hub, or in other words, the Transformation Hub is built on Apache Kafka technology. So this is like Kafka. And yeah, we have all the different topics. We have common event format topics. We have binary topics for ArcSight DSM. We have Avro, etc., etc. So the one that we're looking at right now, this is the CEF topic where events generated by the test alert smart connector are going in. Um, okay, indeed, what's happening with my smart connector? I think there is something with it. It looks like, yeah, it's stuck. All right, 1 second. Looks like it's not working very well. Probably it might be a little glitch or something. Um, yeah, I can try even to restart it. Just pause, or let me hmm, let me try to refresh. I'll say like 200 events per minute. Continue, refresh, load. Okay. Um, yeah. Pause, continue. And now they should start uh, coming in. Okay. Yeah. So looks like now the connector is running. I'm just going to leave it just to run for some time to generate events. And yeah, I'm going to refresh here, and yeah, finally we see the producer message per second. So this number will keep increasing. Like I said, if I just leave the smart connector, but if you go under consumers, do you see here I don't have a consumer yet, like in our environment. All right, so like I said, we're going to integrate Logger. We'll make Logger a consumer of this data. Just to show you Logger very quickly, this is actually ArcSight Logger 7.0. Do you see? We have now a new capability to use a little bit different type of search. I'm going to use the classic search. Yeah, this is 7.0 indeed. Um, so just to show you that my logger currently doesn't have any data, any events coming from external data sources. Uh, Name is not known. Actually, yeah, those are ArcSight internal events, do you see? Generated by Logger itself. Those are not events coming from other outside kind of data sources, different devices. If I say, for example, device vendor not equals ArcSight, you'll see that I'm not going to have any data, any events, because currently my logger doesn't ingest anything. So we can change this. Like I said, we're going to consume some data, some messages directly from our transformation hub, from our message bus. So yeah, we go on the receivers and we have the little add button that we have to click on. And by clicking on the little add button, now we must specify a name for our receiver. So how do we want to call it? Just going to call it TH receiver, so Transformation Hub receiver. And from type, I'm just going to put Transformation Hub. Okay, then a name and the host name. So once again here, what I need to do essentially is to input the IP address of the worker node. Just to show you this. One second. Uh, where is my putty session? Um, Actually, I need, yeah, this one. This is the worker th1. So vi etc hosts. I need to put this one right here. You see it, th1.acme.com, this IP address. All right. So 172. Okay. Oops. Little typo. And the port that we're using, it's 992. Okay. Um, then the topic. So we need to input as well the topic name. In our case, it's called THCEF. So Transformation Hub. CEF stands for Common Event Format. Just go back here and let's type in the topic. Okay. Right. And yeah, here I'm just gonna say logger pool, for example. You can type whatever you want. And yeah, here is like the receiver created under the other default receivers part of Logger, and it's enabled automatically whenever you create a new receiver. This new receiver will be okay. Last thing that we want to verify right now is that finally, after creating a receiver, after installing the smart connector and associating this smart connector with the Transformation Hub, is that we have actually events available into our logger. So how do we verify this? How can we actually check whether if data has been ingested by logger? We can simply go under the Analyze tab, and then if we click on the drop down, if we go under searches, from here we can do a very quick event search using, you know, for example, keyword text type of search, or we can use field-based type of a search, like we can say device vendor not equals ArcSight, and in this way we'll see. All right, do you see now? Device vendor, not ArcSight. We have all kind of events coming from all kind of data sources like VPN, Nessus, Checkpoint Firewall, you know, Microsoft Windows, Firewall 1, Unix, event data, etc., etc. So all kind of events generated by the Test Alert Smart Connector. Okay, so yeah, that was the example that I just wanted to do on first place. We've deployed the smart connector. Second one, we've associated the smart connector with the Transformation Hub. Then on the Transformation Hub, we have created a consumer, like in this case, the consumer was Logger. And then with Logger, we have finally ingested the data by creating a receiver. And yeah, here it is. We have the data finally available, and we are actually displaying it using the event search facility, the event search option in Logger. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Till the next time.